Thanks very much for everyone for coming down. Want to introduce you guys to Joe. Really happy that he's come back to Perth. He's back home in Perth, growing up like myself, being a Wildcats fan, growing up and really happy. Other than that, I'll just quick pass it over to you if anyone's got any questions.
Why come back now?
I think it was just a great opportunity. It just made sense. His family. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I think rarely do you have an opportunity where everything kind of makes sense from a basketball standpoint, off court as well. With my 2 kids and my wife, at the age that they're at now, it's just a perfect time to be able to move. And eventually, I want to come back to Perth anyway to retire. So it's kind of like a head start to everything.
So having done the overseas stint and experienced what that's like for your family, is it much easier for you to play at your best if you're in an environment like this?
Yeah, I think anybody that has kids can attest that they want to be around their family as much as possible. So anytime I'm around my kids and my family, I feel like that's when I'm at my best. And just to be back home and be back in Perth where I grew up, I think it's just a great opportunity. I'm a Red Army guy. I was a Perth guy, so I'm one of their own. So I'm hoping they embrace me in the same way I'll go out there and do everything that I can for the club.
Had they come for you previously?
Funnily enough, when I was in college, I used to get like little like gifts, kind of like mugs and hats and stuff from the Wildcats. So it's kind of like a full circle moment now that I'm back here.
And are you looking forward to bringing on the court for this team? What sort of role have you already discussed with John?
Yeah, I think I just kind of let the basketball speak for itself when the time comes. I think everyone kind of knows what I bring. I'm not much of a talker as far as like what I'm going to do. I'm more of an actions guy, so just looking forward to getting out there and playing in front of the Red Army.
What's your earliest Wildcats memory? You said you were a fan growing up. What was your earliest Wildcats memory, going to a game or watching it on TV?
Yeah, so I used to come watch the Lynx, and then I saw Kevin Leash. So then I went to a game and watched, and then even when I started playing basketball, Mike Ellis took me to my first ever wobble kind of training, and he wanted me to play for him. I couldn't afford it at the time, so I just kind of ghosted him. So Mike, if you see this, I'm sorry, but so just even that, just kind of like fate in itself, being with a Wildcat legend, him at that time, believing in me. So it's pretty cool.
Thank you. Well, welcome back to Perth. Can you talk us through the moment that you definitely made the decision to return home? Was it a sense of relief? Was there a sense of ambition, maybe a little bit of anxiety? Talk us through that decision-making process.
It takes, there's a lot of stuff that kind of go into the decision. The basketball part was easy. It was more so the off-court, talking to my wife, seeing what she was going to be comfortable with. My kids also just started school in Melbourne, so having a conversation with them, seeing if they would be comfortable moving. And that's kind of why it took a lot of time. I want to make sure my kids are comfortable, my wife is comfortable, my family's comfortable. So once they gave me the all clear, it was a no-brainer on my side. I just wanted to make sure that everything was kind of ticked off on their side.
And being from Perth, you've seen a lot of Wildcats come and go. If you were to model your game after any of the Wildcats legends, who would it be and why?
I think everybody's unique. I bring a different kind of skill set that makes me different. I'm not into comparisons. I'm trying to trailblaze and be my own person. And we'll see what that kind of entails.
What do you make of the team? You're joining Christian and Dylan. Obviously, you're going to be out there with you as well as the bigs. Like, what sort of group is this going to become, do you feel?
Yeah, I think it's eerily kind of close to Illawarra the year in Melbourne when we beat them, and then they won the championship last year. The main core is coming back, and then you kind of reinforce around them. So I think the chemistry is already kind of going to be there. And then you have guys like Sunday, Lot coming in, so myself. So I think we'll be in a good place to compete for a championship, and that's the goal. I don't think the Red Army expects anything less than that.
Feels like there's going to be some blokes with some real defensive intent on this team. Is that going to be a staple of the way this group plays, do you feel?
Yeah, 100%. If you look at the NBL recently, over the years, every team that's won a championship has been a top 3 defensive team in the league. So the goal is always going to be top 3 defensively, and JR is a mastermind when it comes to the offensive side of things. And I think we have really good pieces to be able to challenge for a championship.
You're so good at both ends. Where do you pride yourself on? Which end of the court do you most enjoy?
I'm just a basketball player. I just enjoy everything. Just like being out there.
How's the body at the moment? I mean, I know you've just come, I think you flew in last night, going on another plane, I think this afternoon, but how's the body just in general ahead of the season?
I think right now I'm probably running on a little bit of adrenaline, just being excited, being back. But overall I feel good.
Have you spoken to any of your teammates yet? I mean, this morning or previously as well, ahead of coming to Perth?
Yeah, to be fair, Sunday hasn't shut up since he signed, trying to get me to come out here. So I talk to Sunday all the time. He's one of my best friends, so I kind of know most of the guys already. So yeah, it's cool.
I've got one from Mark as well. If
Yeah, I got
you...
some stuff and I'll do questions.
Oh, cool. No worries.
I'm good. You got anything else?
No, happy.
I'm good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Off the hook.
Just wait next to me, Joe. We got some more. So people are going to be able to see Joe and the rest of the team in action coming up in mid-September. Tickets go out tomorrow at 11 a.m. We have some international games. So we're playing against the Lual-Acuil Golden Kings and the Sun Rockers Shibuya. So Lual-Acuil came second in the B-League Grand Final Series. So that's going to be here at Perth HPC in mid-September. So yeah, like I said, those tickets go on sale 11 a.m. tomorrow.
How important is it for you to have that series happening, given you did the travelling yourself last year?
Yeah, so I'll just say my view is that the future of the NBL is moving into Asia and playing against Asian opposition. And so part of that is investing in Japan. And so we went last pre-season to Japan, and Japanese teams saw that and are coming down to play us, and we'll go back up to Japan the following pre-season.
So you got a lot of new names coming into this group. How crucial will it be to have that experience for everyone during that time as you head into the NBL season?
Yeah, it'll be really, really important. And prior to those international series will be a interclub game at Morley Rec just before that as well.
Do you have any fears about taking on September? You're playing over a weekend. You could be taking on footy finals. Like, how do you balance out when you play these sorts of games at the time of the week and those sorts of things?
Yeah, I'll just say that scheduling as a whole, even without other sports, is really, really complicated and challenging. But we do it as best we can. But yeah, it is what it is, unfortunately, with clashes with the AFL, and we'll see how it goes.
You asked for patience from your fans a couple of weeks back, saying it's not about signing first, it's about signing the best. When you sign this bloke, do you turn around and say, well, this is what patience can bring?
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll have to see. We've still got two spots left, one import and one local. We'll see how we go come round one. But like I said, at our rebrand launch in the city, really looking at a very well-rounded team. And this is a team, Joe's joined it, that can certainly win the championship, and that's our goal every year.
How far down the track are you with your import?
I think it's things are starting just post summer league. So John is still in the US. Danny's come back from Las Vegas, and I think we're in discussions with a number of those. And I think everyone wants to see what happens in summer league, and we're part of a lot of those conversations.
And how significant is it to lure him back from overseas when we know a lot of blokes have been heading overseas for the money that's available to them, and you've now been able to get someone of his calibre back to the country? Yeah,
no, it's really good. And I told Joe last night, we put on the bad weather for him, make him feel like Melbourne local. But yeah, it's really, really important. I have an affinity to, West Australians and people that have grown up in Perth. And, if you look at what our strategy is going to be, we're really going to, try and get the best West Australians back playing for the Wildcats.